We do have some breaking news to tell you about this afternoon. Shannon Newth alongside Jason Laird. We did hear reports around 1:15 that the Calumet Refinery in Great Falls had a reported explosion and possible fire. Emergency crews are there right now. The roads are blocked off. This scene still developing.
Yeah, that's right. So again, law enforcement and fire officials are asking that you avoid the area. Do not show up and try to gawk at this thing. Steer clear. Obviously, they are evacuating certain areas around the refinery right now. And if you're in a safe location, do share those photos to our Facebook page. We've got quite a few of them in now. That really helps us tell the story. But still at this hour, we are looking at smoke billowing out of the refinery that's not normal. And we're hearing more and more emergency crews are being called to the scene right now. Again, Great Falls Fire Rescue Police on scene, blocking off a radius of traffic. Now, we have heard that Montana Club and around 2 blocks of the surrounding area of the refinery have been evacuated. Some of the refinery we're hearing has been evacuated as well. Reporter Joe Huizinga has been on scene for about the last half hour now. He's been continually pushed back as they increase that radius, evacuate more people. Joe, can you hear us?
Yes, Shannon.
Okay, Joe, so let's hear where you are right now. What have you been seeing so far?
Well, right now I'm at the intersection, just south of the intersection of Old Havre Highway and 25th Avenue Northeast. I was actually outside of town when the explosion occurred, but I was able to see a large plume of smoke from a few miles north of town. When I initially got on scene, I was in the Montana Club parking lot. That is when police got on scene, and they told me that they were now evacuating the refinery and told me that I should be moving back as well. During that time also, they were evacuating the Montana Club, and I was speaking with some of those people coming out. They told me that they heard a large boom and felt the building of the Montana Club shake. You know, and it was a pretty forceful explosion, apparently, because it was knocking items around inside that building. So they have continued pushing us back. I have seen Great Falls Police, Cascade County deputies, even Montana FWP officers are helping close down roads right now. If you're up close to the refinery, you can actually see where water was shooting onto parts of the refinery. It's very, very difficult to see exactly where the area of focus is, but it seems to be very, very close to the intersection of where the Montana Club is at.
So, Joe, from our perspective, we're looking through our Great Falls iCam right now from the other side of the river, from where you're standing just up the hill here a little bit. Do you see any flames or anything right now?
No, I do not see any flames, and to be honest, it doesn't seem all that smoky. It seems more of the more of a steam. It's very white. It's not dark in color. However, there have been several occurrences where we did get some very dark smoke coming out.
Okay, so some of that normal that we see coming from the refinery, obviously the darker, the not normal part.
Right, and the big thing here is we don't know what's associated with that smoke coming out. Maybe it is just a little bit of haze, maybe it is just steam, or it could be something worse. So we're going to bring in Storm Tracker meteorologist right now, Brandon Michaels. Brandon, you're kind of tracking the winds right now. Where are those winds? What should we be concerned about as this smoke continues to billow out of the refinery?
Now, those winds are relatively calm. We've actually got a weather station right here at KRTV, and we're only a matter of blocks away from the actual refinery. As you can see, wind right now, nothing. There is no wind, and if you take a look, and you have been watching the refinery on the U.S. Bank iCam, I'll switch right to that iCam there. You can see the smoke generally lifting straight up, and that is good news. It's not blowing around. It's not spreading around. As we head through the afternoon, though, we do expect a south to southwest wind to be developing and picking up strength, so we'll continue to watch those wind conditions as we continue to watch this developing situation. We'll send it back to you guys.
Well, thanks, Brandon. Yeah, so basically we're going to continue tracking out this system, let you know how things play out. But the big story here is law enforcement, fire department is asking people to avoid the area. And as Joe was just saying shortly ago, they are expanding the evacuation radius. We know right now that the Montana Club has been evacuated. And if you're just now joining us, a reporter on scene did talk to a few folks leaving the Montana Club, and they said that the bang was actually loud enough and strong enough to knock things off of the walls and knock things around inside the Montana Club. So it was a significant explosion, but we'll continue to monitor this situation and let you know how it plays out.
Right, and again, this is still developing. So all we know for sure that's been confirmed is what Great Falls Fire Rescue has posted at this point is that they were responding to a reported explosion and possible fire at the refinery. And again, people have been talking to our reporters, sharing on Facebook some of the things they've experienced, which was that shaking and a little bit of flames coming out. So we'll continue to follow this.
And we did just get an update. Again, we're monitoring this not only on scene, but from the studio. North Middle School and Sacagawea Elementary Schools do have shelters in place right now. That is brand new in. Again, we're monitoring that from the studio. So that again is North Middle School, Sacagawea Elementary Schools. Both have shelters in place. And some of those evacuations, again, continuing to expand around the refinery right now.
And we'll be keeping you posted at KRTV.com, and we'll see you back here in a little bit.